Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, I will share a deep emotional English story that will help you improve your English through real emotions, simple language, and meaningful life lessons. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the story. She wanted my life. My name is Sarah. I am 28 years old. 3 years ago, I believed I had a beautiful and peaceful life. I had a caring husband, a comfortable home, and a small circle of people I trusted deeply. But there was one person I trusted more than anyone else, my younger sister, Emma. Emma was 24 years old, beautiful, charming, and confident. People naturally liked her. Even strangers smiled at her immediately. Growing up, we were very close. We shared clothes, secrets, dreams, and late-night conversations. When our parents divorced, Emma cried in my arms for hours. I promised her something that day. I will always protect you. And for many years, I truly did. After college, Emma struggled to keep a stable job. She moved from one apartment to another. Sometimes she called me crying because she had no money. I always helped her. I paid her rent several times. I bought her food, and I even helped her find work. My husband, Daniel, also treated her kindly. He often said, "Your sister is like family to me too." At that time, hearing those words made me happy. Now, they only hurt me. One evening, Emma suddenly called me crying. "Sarah, I do not know where to go. My landlord kicked me out." Without hesitation, I invited her to stay with us. "Of course you can stay here. We are family." That night, Emma arrived carrying 2 large bags. She hugged me tightly and thanked me again and again. Daniel smiled politely and carried her bags upstairs. At first, everything felt normal. Emma helped cook dinner. She cleaned the house, and sometimes we watched movies together late at night. It felt like old times again. But slowly, little things began to change. Emma started spending more time with Daniel. At breakfast, they laughed together while I prepared for work. Sometimes I entered the room and the conversation suddenly stopped. At first, I ignored it. I told myself I was over. One Saturday morning, I walked into the kitchen quietly. Emma was standing very close to Daniel, too close. They quickly stepped apart when they noticed me. Something inside my chest suddenly felt cold, but I forced myself to smile. Later that night, I asked Daniel carefully, "Do you think Emma has been acting strange lately?" Daniel laughed softly. "You worry too much. She is your sister." I wanted to believe him, so I stayed silent. Days passed slowly, but the atmosphere inside the house became colder every day. Daniel avoided eye contact with me. Emma pretended everything was normal, but deep inside, I already knew the truth. One afternoon, I came home earlier than usual. The house was strangely quiet. I slowly walked upstairs. Then I heard soft laughter coming from the bedroom. My heart immediately started beating faster. The bedroom door was slightly open, and then I saw them, Daniel and Emma, standing together far too close. Emma quickly stepped back when she noticed me. Daniel looked completely shocked. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. The silence felt painful. Finally, I whispered, "How long has this been happening?" Daniel tried to explain himself. "Sarah, please listen," but I could barely hear his voice anymore. My chest hurt badly. Emma started crying immediately. "I never wanted to hurt you." That sentence destroyed me completely, because people who truly love you do not betray you like that. I looked at my own sister, the person I trusted most in this world, and suddenly she felt like a stranger. That night, I locked myself inside the bathroom and cried for hours. I could not stop shaking. My mind replayed every moment, every smile, every conversation, every lie. The next morning, I packed my clothes quietly. Daniel stood near the front door. "Please do not leave." But I walked past him without saying a word. I moved into a very small apartment across town. The room was tiny and empty, but somehow it felt more peaceful than my old home. The first few weeks were extremely difficult. I cried almost every night. Sometimes I stared at the ceiling for hours, wondering why betrayal hurt so deeply. It was not only because I lost my husband. It was because I lost my sister too. Months slowly passed. Little by little, I started rebuilding my life. I found a new job. I started reading books again, and I began taking long evening walks alone. Slowly, the pain inside my chest became lighter. Then, one rainy afternoon, someone knocked on my apartment door. When I opened it, I saw Emma standing there. She looked completely different. Her eyes were swollen from crying, and her face looked exhausted. "Sarah, please talk to me," she begged softly. I remained silent. Then she whispered something unexpected. "Daniel left me 2 months ago." For a moment, I felt nothing. No anger, no happiness, only emptiness. Emma started crying harder. "I thought stealing your life would make me happy, but I destroyed everything instead." I looked at her quietly, then I finally asked, "Why did you do it?" Emma lowered her head slowly. "Because I was jealous of you. You had everything I wanted: love, peace, confidence, and a beautiful life. And instead of building my own happiness, I tried to steal yours." Hearing those words hurt deeply, but somehow they also freed me, because finally I understood the truth. Her betrayal was never about my weakness. It came from her own emptiness. Emma covered her face and cried quietly. "I know you may never forgive me, and honestly, I do not deserve it." For a long moment, I said nothing. Then I spoke softly. "I loved you more than anyone, Emma. That is why this pain nearly destroyed me." Emma cried even harder. Before leaving, she looked at me one last time. "I am truly sorry, Sarah." After she left, I sat beside the window for a very long time. Rain slowly touched the glass, and the city lights glowed quietly in the distance. And for the first time in months, I finally felt peace, not because the pain disappeared, but because I survived it. Sometimes people hurt you because they secretly want the life you have, but never let betrayal destroy your value, because your strength will always matter more than someone else's jealousy. Vocabulary time. Betrayal means hurting someone who trusted you. Jealous means wanting what another person has. Trust means believing someone is honest and loyal. Forgive means deciding to stop feeling angry toward someone. Strength means emotional power during difficult times. Now, repeat after me. Not everyone who smiles at you is sincere. Protect your peace carefully, and never lose yourself because of betrayal. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this emotional English story, please like, subscribe, and continue learning English with stories. See you in the next video.